Boom. What's up, guys? It is Friday. It is already May 7th somehow, William.
Someone's birthday is coming up.
Yeah, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. We've got a few days here. How's our week going? It's Friday. We made it here. Gambling's going okay. 4-4 in the week.
Should we
talk bets later?
Adversity betting? Should we just start? Should we patent that?
Adversity betting.
Adversity bets, right?
I mean, that's where we're at right now.
That's where we're
Backs
at.
against the wall.
We're in this. We're in this
fighting.
together. I never give up.
I tweeted it last night. I've never been more ready for football season to start than I am right now. I miss it more than I ever have.
So you're craving football already in May. I like that.
Dude,
okay.
I'm craving football so bad. I was laying on the couch last night, just looking at things, kind of looking at some Brown stuff, and I got sad. I genuinely got a sad feeling over me. It's just fuck, I miss football.
Can we pull the clip from, Wednesday when you said on record that you're more excited for the Browns than Ohio State?
I am. I mean, it even felt right. I went Browns hoodie today. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But listen, Will, this week, you had to help a buddy move. I had to help a buddy move some stuff. I have a serious question for everybody out here. At what point are we too old to help our friends move?
Now, I think we have to give context on this. So for me,
No context. A couch, a full apartment. At what point are you too old to ask your friends to give their day up and go help you move things from place to place?
I would say at any point in your 20s is fair game. I would say that. Yeah. Just because, I like to help. I'm a helping friend. And in my case, so I have a truck. So now I'm everyone's best friend, apparently. But at the same time, as long as I'm compensated, whether it's a six-pack, lunch, Venmo, whatever.
That's not worth a pulled groin, a hurt back. Dude, no.
So I moved a couch yesterday, which wasn't that bad. I helped my old roommate move a couch.
Shout out Pounds.
Yeah, shout out to Brandon Pounds. To basically 15 miles between where we had to go and to his house. What Dale's talking about was one of my other old roommates. Now, give us what happened here, because I moved the couch that wasn't that bad. We just strapped it up to my bed. We're good to go. For you, it sounded like you moved everything and might have injured yourself.
So we had some buddies in town last weekend. Shout out Salhaney, shout out Lucas. So your roommate, our buddy, my future roommate, your past roommate, Michael Salhaney was in town solely to move his stuff out of some of his buddies' garages, which he's left there for 5 months. Backstory,
and left his car.
Yes, I helped him put all this stuff in the garage. And I mean, dude, it's a single car garage, and this dude has it halfway filled up, 3/4 of the way filled up. So it's not a light load. And him and Lucas is hurt. He's a AAA pitcher for the Rangers. He's hurt, so he wasn't able to move anything. So he was just there.
He was spectating.
Yeah, giving a clapping hand. And Michael decided to fall off of a dirt bike a couple weeks ago, so he was worthless. I mean, worthless. Jared and I had to move everything out of this garage into the U-Haul for this fucker. And
what did you move? Was it tables,
chairs, couches,
a piano,
bed, all of his clothes, just random shit. Dude, the stuff that we were
a china cabinet,
4 different computer monitors, 2 different TVs, just random shit. And there was a lot. And it made me think about it the entire time. I am done. And Nick and I, BDN and I, have made this very clear. We are done asking our friends helping us to move. Whenever we are ready to move, we are hiring a moving company.
So we had a moving episode last August, right? I had to miss 3 days because I had to fucking pack an entire house, and the movers kicked ass. Shout out to 2 Men in a Truck.
I'm going to use them in 2 months.
Yes, promo code wotmdaily. They will take care of you because I agree. Okay, so when do you think it's too old?
I'm 26. I will be 27 next week, and I refuse to ask my friends to move again.
What if someone asks you?
Obviously, if you're the fucking boy, yeah. But if you're a fringe friend, where it's not like I'm hitting you up every day.
I don't think you ask fringe friends.
I have friends that will ask fringe friends to move.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not like that. You gotta be pretty close.
There's 3 or 4 people in San Diego that I will say, yeah, sure, I'll help you move.
Really?
That's it.
You're just a generous guy.
No. Well, yeah, but no. Not with this. I put my foot down. I'm done with it.
So you're too old to move.
Yeah. I'm done helping the friends move.
Someone who might be a little too old.
Ooh.
LeBron James. So he's not playing. The Lakers-Clippers last night, for all you bettors out there, I really hope you took the Clippers. At this point, wow,
Yeah,
the Lakers are crumbling. And then you had Anthony Davis, who tweaked his ankle on kind of like a fluke play. He was like stumbling out of bounds, and he just twisted his ankle. His size like 18 feet. He has huge feet, by the way. They like zoomed in on it. Not a good showing. And at this point, I would say it was a de facto Clippers home game, even though it's that's the Lakers' house. Like that's the hallway series.
Yeah, that's the house that Kobe built.
Yeah. So now they've fallen down in the seedings, and Dallas has basically leapfrogged them. I think at this point, do we just assume that they're going to be in the play-in tournament?
Yeah, at this point, like things aren't looking great for the Lakers. Hopefully they get LeBron back this weekend, but from what I'm seeing and reading, it's iffy. There's no continuity. The team doesn't look like they're playing well together. Defensively speaking, there is none.
There's no shooting.
There's no shooting. I don't know. This is a weird constructed team.
You know what I was? One of my observations yesterday going in was, even though he's not like the biggest star of the team, is Alex Caruso, who is going to be a free agent this summer.
He's going to get paid.
I think last night was a pretty good spotlight game for him to be like, hey, I want to show teams that I can take over as a shooting guard. Not really the best. And at this point, I'm kind of primed and getting ready for a potential Warriors-Lakers playing matchup.
That's best case scenario for the NBA.
You think so?
With this new format, I think Lakers-Warriors are best case scenario because think of the ratings. Bron, Steph, playing game.
But the thing is, Bron's he's not even full strength.
No, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it still generates good numbers.
It generates the numbers.
I mean, look, they're 37-29, tied with the Trailblazers. They still have to play this weekend. The Warriors are finally above 500. Everyone's complaining about this play-in tournament. I think it's for the teams that have clinched, the Jazz, Suns, Clippers, Nuggets, and then all the top teams in the East. They don't give a fuck. I think at this point, it's the middle ground, right? Like those middle-tier teams do not want to play in the play-in. As a consumer and fan, I'm all for it.
No, I agree with you. It's definitely something that we'll keep our eyes on. Listen, the Lakers, they're always a news headline. They're always a story, something that we will definitely follow these next weeks. Another news headline, another story, and I say story in quotations because...
Can I lob this to you really fast?
Yeah, personally you can because this is interesting.
Okay, so you have the training background, you enjoy wrestling. I like UFC, I like boxing, I like all of that. Don't get me wrong, I will watch it, I like to gamble on it. But you have kind of a better insight on what's going on.
Yeah.
So, years ago, I thought if you're going to be a YouTuber, you just kind of strictly stay on the internet, kind of go about your business virtually. And then there's guys like Floyd Mayweather. Now, the reason we're all bringing this up, we have another saga with Jake Paul and Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. Did Floyd punch Jake? Did he fuck up his shirt? Like, what's going on with this right now?
All right, so we'll start at the beginning here. So Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather, they are fighting soon. Floyd Mayweather went on record saying, why would I not fight a YouTuber for a $100 million payday? Which is realistically what he's going to generate from this.
Exactly.
Floyd Mayweather is the best promoter of our generation. And yes, I said that with my chest out. Floyd Mayweather is the best promoter of our generation. It doesn't matter what sport, doesn't matter what's going on. The dude is an automatic 100 mil as soon as he steps in the ring.
And he has hair now.
And he has a head of lettuce, as some would say. But yesterday, Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather, they had one of their first press conference tours for their big fight coming up. I believe June 11th is the date for that. Logan's brother, Jake, happened to be there. Listen, Jake Paul got in Floyd's face. Floyd started saying multiple times, like, I'll fight both of you on the same night. I'll take out Logan, and then I'll come fight your bitch ass. It's pretty much what Floyd's saying, like, dude, like, why are you guys fucking with me?
So I keep getting them mixed up. Is Logan the boxer?
They're both technically the boxers.
Well, who just recently fought?
Jake Paul
right?
beat Ben Askren.
Got it.
Logan Paul is going to get whooped on by Floyd very soon. But anyway, Jake Paul started, their antics, like YouTuber antics, like they wanted to generate some headlines, wanted to make some videos, went up to Floyd Mayweather and literally in the confrontation just snatched his hat.
Oh, I saw that.
Right from him and then ran away like they were in elementary school.
Oh my God. That sounds like something a fifth grader would do.
It literally is what happened. He snatched the hat, he ran away, and Floyd's like, oh, fuck no. In my mind, instantly, like my heart low-key dropped because Floyd's with some goons.
Well, and then himself, he's a fight. Like, there's this
Floyd's
thing.
the GOAT.
Well, there's fighters. They have this like proverbial light switch. I feel like
Yeah.
when it's turned on, I don't think they can see anything.
You can't.
You literally like
it's tunnel vision. It is. I'm going to fuck you up, and there's no debating it.
There's no
that's what
referees.
happened. And like when I say goons, like I'm sure Floyd's squad is a bunch of like good ass dudes, but they're big boys.
No,
like,
they're goons. They're goons. You don't have to sugarcoat
like,
it.
That is bodyguards, right? Like Floyd and Logan, they might have like some people walking with them, or Logan and Jake, they might have some people like bodyguards walking with them. Floyd has a team. That man is walking around with millions of dollars on his body.
Do you think
at all points.
Do you think Floyd has tryouts for his like bodyguards?
Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Like, do you think he puts out an ad to like the biggest guys in America that are like, all right, here's qualifications. You have to be at least 6'5". You have to be over 250 pounds.
Yeah.
You have to be a former lineman. You have to be a former bouncer.
His bodyguard and his, like, I don't want to say entourage because I don't know like if they're his boys or not, but his
they're
bodyguards,
entourage, I think, at that point.
They were huge. They were by far the biggest people in the scuffle. Like you knew right away who was with Floyd and who was with Logan and Jake, and the look on Jake Paul's face when Floyd was like, I'm not someone to fuck with, like I'm gonna fuck your ass up. He looked like he saw a ghost. Like I don't know if he necessarily was like, oh, I regret this in this moment, but from his face, it literally looks like his heart sunk.
I want to go the other way. I got to give it to the Paul brothers because they know how to generate clicks.
No,
they take some really, really severe risks, but at the same time, we're fucking talking about it right now, and I'm sure that millions of others. And I think this just goes to show, I guess, their success on the internet. They're going to be able to have their own following. I mean, they're like an army.
No, they definitely
all their followers. They're going to be like, oh, look at what this did. And then it'll get spun a certain way. But that is funny. The elementary school thing, that's what I totally picture. Like, we all had those asshole friend or the asshole kid that thought you were cool, and he would snatch out of nowhere and run away. And then you had to either go fight him,
like a punk bitch.
Yeah, or you just cry. So you had two options, really.
For sure. Like my question's just like, when will this YouTube nonsense end?
I think it's gonna get worse.
Because Floyd, dude, I mean, I actually said a prayer last night for Logan Paul.
I didn't.
I genuinely think that Floyd is going to ruin his entire ego.
In this fight. But I think Floyd's smart. I think the way Floyd's gonna do this,
he is, but I think they're actually pissing Floyd off.
Yeah.
Like
I think he's gonna toy with him.
Yeah, I think it went from like, I think yesterday, the vibe that I got from like everything I watched, it went from happy, go lucky, let's secure the bag, to I'm actually going to ruin your ego. Like if I was Floyd, that switch would have flipped for me.
We might have to ask our friend Bo some stuff on this, because the way I'm thinking now, like from a boxing perspective, we know how the kind of style that Floyd is, very defensive. Yeah. He's gonna absorb a lot more blows to tire you out. Like I said, he's smart.
Hit him.
I think he's gonna just try, because if you're the Paul brothers, right? Like you're gonna just go and try and wail on this guy, which I don't know. Maybe he's smart too. I want to see. I won't pay for it. I'm definitely gonna stream this. I will never pay for this. Let me set that straight. But hey, both of them know how to make money.
Yeah. No, I love it. All right, May 7th, Friday's special of the day. Well, I know you haven't seen much of this yet. I had to bring it up to you earlier.
I saw a little bit.
Guys, everybody on Instagram knows, everybody, and I mean everybody, knows what the request is. You get the request, someone that doesn't follow you, that you don't follow, wants to DM you. It's not.
You got to set it out more. He's talking about Instagram. Yeah. So quick shout out to our boys at JP25 Media, the Young and the Washed, because I saw a video about this and they shine some good light on it. Dale's referring to Instagram. So you have your DMs, you could send posts, and you have requests.
Yeah, the request button. Everyone knows what the fucking request is. Except for T-fucking-Pain. The one who rhymed Mansion and Wisconsin in a song before.
Wait, he rhymed what?
No. Mansion in Wisconsin.
I just wanted to hear that again. That's a great song.
Somewhere in Wisconsin. But, I mean, this dude was soft flexing. And when I say soft flexing, huge flexing. He was going through his requests and just verified big name after verified big name. I mean, some of the names that I saw that caught my eye: Fergie, Danny Duncan, Karl Anthony Towns, Nate Robinson. And I mean, dude, it went on for 45 seconds.
ESPN.
Yeah, ESPN.
Barstool Sports.
There were so many different names. A lot of people tagging him and stuff. And he was just out here thinking like, oh, nobody tries to contact me over Instagram. He's like, everyone has my number. They hit my line. Like, Man.
I think he did that on purpose.
Do you?
Yeah, I think so.
I genuinely think that he didn't know.
Okay, so he's 35 years old right now. So he's not quite technologically out of touch, but he is someone that might be at the same time. And I say that just for the simple fact, he is a musician. He is an artist.
Yeah.
He knows how a computer works. I know that he is on his cell phone, just like the rest of the United States of America and the rest of the globe is always on their phone. Now, in particular, in terms to Instagram, I think it's kind of, I think he knows what he's doing. I don't know. There's no way in hell for someone as successful as him. And by the way, you had 50 Cent, I would say, in like elementary school, where he has 2 songs that are going to be played the rest of our lives. They're still playing the clubs. T-Pain, on the other side, kind of the same thing, right?
Kind of. Buy you a drink,
Buy you a drink, bartender. Can't believe it.
I mean, he's got some bangers, don't get me wrong, but you're right.
He's in Good Life with Kanye West.
Yeah, but he's got like 2 to 5 songs that'll realistically be played our whole life.
Oh, yeah. Like to where like one day we'll have children and they're going to be playing Buy You a Drink.
Like, I love Buy You a Drink. That might be in my top 20 all-time songs.
I'ma buy you a drink.
Ooh. I'ma take you home with me.
I got money in the bank.
We're done with this. All right, T-Pain, I genuinely think that it was unstaged, unplanned, hilarious moment.
We'll expand more. So the request. So when you send someone a request, is that just to say, hey, like I want to message you?
Yeah, it's just like some people trying to DM you. It doesn't go to the general inbox.
So it sounds like he's not following them then.
No, that's what I said earlier.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
no, I said that. They wasn't following them. Went through literally, there like hundreds of requests. Scroll through. It's like a 45-second clip that T-Pain put out. I believe he put it on TikTok. But yeah, no, it was.
He's been wilding out.
Yeah, he's been wilding. Listen, he has the right to.
So he has 2.5 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
And he's following 1,570. Fantastic ratio, of course. I think it was for show. I still think it was for show.
Yeah, listen, we'll agree to disagree on that one. All right, let's move on to the weekend. What are we looking forward to? Will, I know that you have a matchup that you're really, really looking forward to, but we're going to start on the hardwood. Saturday night, we have the Nets at the Nuggets. I think it's going to be a good matchup. 2 teams that have final aspirations. Nuggets will be on night 2 of a back-to-back.
Jokic, 4 MVP, baby.
Yep,
Those
absolutely.
fucking NBA writers better vote for him.
Honestly, I hope it gets the job done. I hope Jokic does get the MVP this year. But the Nets are 2.5 games of Philly for the 1 seed in the East, so they have something to play for. Saturday night, I'm not sure which way the betting line I will go on this, especially with the Nuggets on night 2 of the back-to-back. But I think the Nets are going to show up with some energy these last week and a half, 10 days. However much time's left in the NBA season.
Apparently James Harden is trying to come back too.
Yep.
Finally.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. Will, give me the rundown. What's on the diamond this weekend? What should we be watching?
The Cleveland Indians. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, we're in first place in the AL Central, baby. Let's go.
Shane Bieber is a fucking badass.
Badass.
Like, I
was talking to an MLB pitcher about what makes Bieber so special this weekend, and we'll have to sit down and have a little topic about that because it was interesting.
I would like that.
Yeah, it was cool.
No, on the surface level, he fucking, every time you check the box score, every time
Automatic
you check the
letter
highlights,
plays.
every time, yes.
Automatic.
Like, you'll fucking see the little scroller at the bottom, you'll get the update on the phone. It's like, dude, Shane Bieber's on the hill. Like, what would you not expect?
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
But that's your team. I gotta go my team. I wore the Slam Diego shirt. Even though our fucking last homestand, we were batting like 201. I'm looking for us to fucking break out of this. We are in the Yay area. We're going to be playing, surprisingly, the first place, tied for first place, San Francisco Giants. So this is a big series. If we can take this, we can hopefully grab sole possession because those stupid Dodgers have lost they're 4-13 in their last 17 games. They are scuffling. So this is where, at this point in the season, it's still extremely early, and we're not going to fucking overreact. But this can really be a statement series where the Padres can hopefully solidify that first place standings in the NL West. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so, I mean, well, listen, I don't disagree with you. I want to see, though, where the Padres are at this point in the season. You guys haven't necessarily gotten over the hump yet when it comes to longevity of an entire season. But one thing I have learned, winning big divisional games early in the season matters when it comes to September and October.
Statement.
So, yep, definitely statements. But you guys played these teams a lot, right? So these games add up over the course of the year. Let's see what happens with the Padres. Let's see what happens with our bets. Like Will said earlier, adversity betting right now. We're backs are against the wall. We're figuring it out. We're scratching. We're clawing. I am trying desperately to get to the NFL season.
I'm never giving up.
I'm never going to stop fighting here. Don't forget to give us a follow at wotmdaily, Twitter, TikTok, Apple, Spotify, at William Galvez, at Aaron_, at JP25 Media. Have your guys selves a good, solid, happy, go lucky weekend. Be safe. Follow the bets. Follow the Padres. Let's get this money.
Make horrible decisions for me. Be safe. Have a great weekend.
Green tea shots on Will.